the seat that you're running for is very interesting, right? It is the 9th Congressional District in Ohio. It's a district that President Trump won by over 6 points in 2024, but the Democratic incumbent, Congresswoman Marcy Kaptur, she won, narrowly won, but beat her Republican challenger. What makes you think that you can beat her in 2026?
What I think has happened is we haven't run quality candidates. So this is one of those districts, and you pointed it out perfectly. This is an R+3 district. So President Trump won this district, and so did Marcy Kaptur. So what it tells you is, and we're just looking at data here, right? It tells you Northwest Ohio still votes for the person over party. They care. If we would have run the right candidate, this one I wouldn't even be here. And like everybody else, I watched. I was hoping this would turn because I don't think Ms. Kaptur is having the integrity. She says one thing. She's really a say-do gap. She says one thing, but then she votes like California and New York. But we're not California and New York. And so you need quality candidates that are going to be able to go against Marcy Kaptur's record. And so right now, I do think I can do that, right? I'm a political outsider. I don't have this sort of, long career in politics. And what you're seeing though, is people who are not, sort of have a political pedigree, they're winning. I mean, look at the vice president, look at the president, look at Vivek, look at Senator Marino.
And like you said, you're saying that she didn't run against a quality candidate, a quality Republican. That Republican's back in this primary. Former state representative Derek Marin, he narrowly lost to Kaptur in 2024. Like I said, he's looking for a rematch. Another Republican is State Representative Josh Williams. He serves as the majority whip in the Ohio House. Before you run against Kaptur, you have to come out on top in the Republican primary. What what separates you from that pool of candidates?
Yeah, well, I think that's a great question. I think the difference is you have somebody like Derek Marin who didn't do the hard work, was unable to raise enough money and actually go after Marcy's Kaptur record. So I think there's challenges there. By all means, he had the president's endorsement at that time, which I don't think he will get again. He also had the NRCC helping him raise money, and he still couldn't do it. So he had all the right things to happen. He had, it was an exciting time. He should have won it. Then you have somebody like Mr. Williams who has a really colorful record, right? Somebody who's had a DUI, somebody who actually defends criminals, but who also says that they're hard on crime. These are the type of candidates Marcy Kaptur wants to run against, and we can't take a chance here. We cannot take a chance because what's at stake is we will lose the House and then the president will be impeached. We need to have somebody with a strong record and who can bring the fight to Marcy Kaptur.
We're seeing a redistricting fight in Texas play out right now, and Ohio seems to be next because Ohio has to draw their congressional map, redraw it rather, ahead of the 2026 midterms. This is a seat that could potentially be impacted by that redistricting. What do you think of that?
Ohio already had to do it. So in the last term, they didn't get a bipartisan support. So it was only good for 2 years. So Ohio was going to do this regardless what's happening in Texas, anywhere else. Ohio already had to do this type of work. And so, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen in the legislature, but that is up for them to decide how they want this to look. It's going to be tough because it has to be somewhat bipartisan and has to pass so many levels of government to make it a reality. I will tell you, some people want to make it, maybe an R+7. To me, it doesn't matter. I think this is a winnable seat right now. It's an R+3. Again, it goes back to it having a good quality candidate. So if they didn't touch this district, I'm actually perfectly happy with that. I still think we can turn this around.